Hi, welcome to your info session. This is designed to give you a pretty good idea about exactly what it is that we do here, and we'll probably answer all of your questions. To give you a little background about me, my position here is Executive District Manager with Vector. Now, I started with our company back in 2007 while I just had finished up my sophomore year at Buffalo State College. I then was promoted to being a branch manager in 2008, and then I received my district manager promotion in 2009 and became an executive district manager in our company in 2015. We're going to intro the company in the office. You're going to watch a video explaining the programs. We'll review the work, the pay, and the training programs. We'll go over some perks about the position. To give you a quick background on the company, Cutco was established in 1949 down in Olean, New York. So we are an American-made product. In 1981, Vector was established as a student work program. Initial sales were $750,000 that year. This past year in 2017, we then had our biggest sales year in corporate history. Last year, there were $261 million worth of Cutco sales. Vector is broken up into over 400 offices. We have over 16 million Cutco customers throughout North America. Our team is called the North Buffalo Pride. The president and CEO of Cutco Corporation is Jim Stitt. Each region has a region manager, which is the head of that region. Our region manager is Jeff Brott. Started selling Cutco back in 1989 when he was a student at Michigan State University. One of my favorite quotes is from our Vector East president, Al DiLeonardo. He says, "There's no place like this place, anywhere near this place, so this must be the place." And I really think that's a pretty good way to describe our company. We are very unique in everything that we do. Our division manager is Chris Hammond. Chris started in 1993. He's at over $73 million in career sales, one of the top division managers all time. Our office is like a big family. So our company in general has a very family-like atmosphere, very family-like environment. People make fantastic friends. We have a lot of fun, and we like to work hard, and we like to play hard as well. You're going to watch a video explaining the main details of the position.
She had a homemaker already, and she upgraded to a larger set and seemed more excited about it than I ever could have been.
My ex-boyfriend's mom is always talking about Cutco and is always buying it from me.
Prior to working here, I didn't even know cheese needed a knife, honestly.
What's unique about Cutco is we are right there at the customer's kitchen table. They have the opportunity to bring out whatever product they currently use, compare it to our Cutco product, and they get a first-hand account.
Well, the cool thing is, by selling it direct, it actually cuts down on the cost because it's not marked up by the store itself.
They can try it before they buy it.
Some customers will be silent and super shocked, and some customers go crazy because they can't believe that they've been cutting with their own knives like that, and they see how easy Cutco is.
Forever Guarantee, that's just all they talk about.
So the first part of the Forever Guarantee is forever performance. So if at any time something breaks, chips, melts, something goes wrong with the handle or the blade, you can go ahead and send it back and get it replaced.
I've met customers who had it for years. Like, it's crazy. Like, they'll tell me stories. 1952, my grandma had this, and it's just so fun.
We have a forever sharpness guarantee. So if at any time your Cutco goes dull, you can send it back to the factory and you'll get it sharpened for free.
You know when you buy a new pair of shoes and you're just like, oh my God, I don't want to get these dirty. Like when I get a new Cutco, I'm like, I'm gonna use this every second of the day.
So for misuse or abuse, if at any time you're using your Cutco for something your Cutco probably shouldn't be used for and it breaks or chips, you can go ahead and send it back and get it replaced for half the price. So you don't even have to buy a new knife. So the last part of the Forever Guarantee, if at any time you aren't completely satisfied, you can send it back, and within 15 days you can get a full money back refund.
Got to the appointment, she opened the door and she said, "I'm so happy that you're doing this. Cutco literally changed my life."
I had customers hug me because of how much they love Cutco.
They love it.
They love it.
I'm proud to represent Cutco because I don't have to give up my integrity at all when I tell people it's the best.
That's when I realized that customers really, really like this stuff. and they're not just buying it because of me.
My favorite part about how the scheduling works is that I can work as much as I want or I can work as little as I want.
My favorite part about scheduling is that we can easily do it over FaceTime or Skype, and we can change it week by week if we need to.
Our representatives set up all their own appointments themselves, which means they are in control. If someone else were setting up appointments for them, then they'd lose all that flexibility.
Never once in my entire career have ever felt like I've sacrificed my social life or anything like that for this job.
Making a schedule's easy. It's 3 steps.
Step 1 of making a schedule is blocking off the obligations they already have.
But we make sure that free time, family time, and other things that are really important are in their schedule too.
Step 2 is blocking off times when the reps want to do their appointments.
And you also look at working differently. You don't look at like the 9 to 5. You look at how much can I get done in the least amount of time.
Step 3 is scheduling the appointments in the times that the representatives blocked off.
I think setting up the appointment beforehand just kind of creates that ultimate rapport from the very beginning.
One of the things I would always tell people in setting up appointments is that you don't have to buy anything. That made them feel less pressured.
And then it's just a matter of showing up to do the presentation, either at the customer's home or if they're doing it virtually over Skype or FaceTime.
So most people do a combination in person and virtual over Skype. The results are identical for both, so they get paid the same for both.
When I show up, I think that customers treat me more as a friend. They don't treat me as a salesperson. They don't treat me as a kid. They just treat me as a friend, and it's nice.
It was different to go onto a schedule or to make a schedule, but I would say the schedule definitely helped me hit the goals that I wanted to, make the income that I wanted, especially like during school.
Would wake up in the morning and be like, you know what, I want to work today. And I would call 15, 20 people and I would set up a few demos for that day. I would do those demos, and when I sold, I would get really motivated and I would be like, oh my God, I can't stop working. And I would make calls at night, and then I would end up working every single day around my basketball training or around my lazy time, my free time.
Working with us, a student will learn how to maximize their time.
It's funny, people say that I can accomplish more in one day than most can in a week, and that's really due to the time management that I learned.
Our managers have been students or are students currently. We understand the demands of a busy schedule.
So with college, it's a lot of like working around my classes.
Because I had to train for basketball, I had to go to the movies, I had to sleep, I had to be lazy, I had to watch TV shows.
If they go to church, if they have another job, if they have yoga in the morning.
Everybody's got busy schedules. Everybody's schedule's a little bit different, and that's totally okay. Even if they're only working part-time, they can still advance in the company because everybody works at their own pace.
I have the ability to take certain amounts of vacation time, so to speak. I just ask myself about it, basically. I'm like, oh, can I do that? Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, the time management skills that I gained at Vector are invaluable. I still use an activity sheet. I could go get it for you.
I love the flexibility of the position. It allowed me to travel and visit my friends, and it allowed me to celebrate the success that I was having with doing the things that I wanted to do.
My first appointment was for my mom, which went okay. Then my second appointment was for the neighbors, and they were just having so much fun. Seeing them at ease made me more comfortable in my presentation.
We have our sales representatives begin by showing people that they know, whether it be friends or neighbors or relatives or anybody else close to them. We do that for a very good reason. First, our sales representatives feel very much at ease with people that they are already acquainted with. And then secondly, if one of those people want to buy Cutco, it only makes sense that they would buy from somebody that they already know. And they often do.
I saw my hairstylist, my neighbor, my parents.
I saw my aunt and my uncle for my third presentation on my first day of appointments.
I never felt like I was pressuring friends and family, ever.
I saw my grandma and I did the presentation for her. And she's this little old lady and she was just so happy just to watch.
Let me come hang out with you for a little bit, show you a cool product. Like, I get paid either way. You know, you like me, I like you, let's just have some fun.
The way that I let people know that I wasn't going to push them was by letting them know that I was following my manual. and that if they didn't want to buy, that was okay.
But I think that they more or less bought it because like the product was really good. It wasn't just about me, it was more or less about the product.
Friends and family don't have to buy anything. If they do, we give them free products just for helping us out.
Oh yeah, because people get excited about it. Like I love giving away free stuff.
I teach our reps to give free stuff away to everyone they show Cutco to. And the reason why is because I want them to treat their customers like family, and everyone likes a great deal.
You learn how to communicate and how to talk to people and how to interact and answer questions and ask questions and build rapport, and it's something that a lot of companies love.
I got recommended to other friends and family whose numbers I didn't have, and also some friends that I wasn't actually connected to.
I met with my banker who I got a car loan from. I met with my postman. I asked the UPS guy, the water guy. I did everything. Like I was out and about. I asked my professors. It was fun.
The goal when they're brand new is simply improvement.
What I found was that because everybody loves Cutco, they wanted their friends to know about Cutco too.
It's kind of like when a friend gets the newest and latest greatest phone or whatever, the first thing they do is go and show all their friends all the cool new features that it can do and everything, and that's what customers feel like they're doing when they're giving recommendations for Cutco.
Obviously, our representatives don't have an unlimited amount of friends and family. So when they get introduced to another person, we call that a referral.
Once you learn how, it's relatively easy to get a lot of referrals.
And I tell them, oh, hey, we don't go door to door, we don't do any cold calling. And most of the time, people love the product, so they want to recommend their friends to a product that they love.
I flip through my referral book and customers see, oh, this isn't weird at all.
She gave me 20 referrals and bought like $400 or $500 worth of stuff.
One of my grade school teachers actually gave me 21 referrals.
So every single customer we see, we either have a personal connection or we got a friendly introduction, which means our representatives are not sitting down with random strangers.
I had to explain, no, actually, like I'm starting off with you guys and our friends, and then I get referred to their friends. Like they're not gonna refer me to somebody who's like crazy down the street, you know?
I was just like, I'm just gonna follow the program, read my script, and do my thing. And I got plenty of referrals.
All kinds of different people buy the product.
People that love to cook.
Gardeners.
People that appreciate nice things.
People that like to have gatherings where they have barbecues all the time.
People who hate to cook.
People who like to hunt or fish.
People that work for the city, people that drive public transportation, people that work for a living.
Or maybe they even have a professional career that allows them to network with a lot of people, like a realtor, doctor, dentist, or lawyer.
And people who have to cook.
Yeah, pretty much everyone is like, oh, I kind of have to cook. I don't really like it.
Oh, I didn't realize that this was like such great stuff. They buy like hundreds of dollars.
My first weekend, I did 7 appointments and sold on 5 of them.
My first weekend, I did 19 appointments, and I sold right under $6,000.
It just kept going. Like it was like sale after sale, even if it was a little sale.
What I realized then is that the people that I had the most success with were exactly the ones that my manager told me I would.
My manager told me to see people who were married, who were over 30, and people who owned houses.
All of those people bought and bought in big ways.
Now in career sales, I am at 60,000.
If somebody has the right attitude, we can teach them how to be successful in our business.
When you're a college student, like you just can't even imagine, spending like $1,000 or multiple $100s like in a month. I guess like working in sales kind of changed my perception of money.
When you get right down to it, you go to work to earn a paycheck. Everyone wants to be paid fairly.
There's a base pay and an incentive pay. They get paid either or, whichever is greater, not both.
The base pay is great because we don't have to pressure anyone. We can be ourselves and have fun.
Now the base pay varies depending on office location. So let's say the base pay is $15 per appointment, and we advertise it as base per appointment so people know it's not an hourly rate. When a representative does 10 appointments, they make $150. 30 appointments, $450. 5 appointments, $75, and so on and so forth.
Every time I had a no sale, I was like, all right, that's like more than I ever made scooping ice cream.
Even if you ran into a no sale or a demo didn't go well or something like that, you could always have that in the back of your mind where it's just, well, I still made money,
Last year, we paid out $4.1 million to our students for no sales, and we're very proud of that fact. It helps our students feel comfortable. It helps our customers feel comfortable. The base pay always stays the same, but incentive pay gets bigger as their career sales increase.
Nobody tells you how much you're worth or how much you can make.
Let's say a representative does 10 appointments for the week. Sticking with the $15 example, their base pay would be $150. Let's say their total sales from those appointments was $1,000. Maybe they got one big order, bunch of small orders, some no sales, whatever. It doesn't really matter how they got to $1,000. At 10%, they'd make $100 on the incentive pay. So in this example, they'd make the $150 base pay because it's greater than the incentive pay. They get either or, whichever is greater, not both.
I've only hit base pay once. That was just because it was an off week, which everyone has.
I've never once filed for base pay because I've always earned more off the incentive with my sales.
A representative does another 10 appointments. Their base pay would still be $150. But let's say this time their total sales from those appointments is $2,000. They're getting better. Maybe they had a few more big orders, a few less no sales. Again, doesn't matter how they got to $2,000. Every single sale counts towards their career total. And as their career total grows, so does their incentive pay. So instead of 10%, now they're earning 15%. And at 15%, they'd make $300 on incentive pay. So in this example, they'd make the $300 for the week because it's greater than the base.
Once I started getting paid the incentive pay, I actually forgot I got paid base pay.
Oh, that was when it was a big turnaround, because when you get a paycheck for $1,000, after a week, it's like, all right, I guess you can stay.
You know, when you have financial security, it takes a lot of stress out of your life.
The majority of our students get paid on incentives. That speaks to two things: the quality of the products and the training the students get. Not a high-pressure training, because if we did that, I don't think we'd sell much of anything.
The only time that I ever pressured someone was my second demo, my uncle, and I didn't get a sale. And I never did it after that again.
Some students start off wondering whether they will sell anything, and we tell them all the same thing: be yourself, cut rope, and smile. First promotion is one our students remember forever. That's their first $1,000 in sales. I can still tell you where I was when I hit my first promotion.
I did get my first promotion on my very first weekend.
Yeah, and in my first weekend, I got promoted twice, so that was pretty nice too.
It typically takes 6 to 10 presentations for somebody to hit their first promotion, which means that we have some people that hit it very, very quickly.
I hit my first promotion my third day.
So if someone's confused about pay, we tell them 3 things. Number 1, representatives get paid every week, either or, whichever is greater, whether that's a virtual appointment over Skype or at the customer's kitchen table. Number 2, there are no quotas they have to hit. We don't want to pressure our representatives, we don't want to pressure our customers. Number 3, the income potential grows because the incentive pay increases. It never goes backwards, never resets. It starts at 10% and goes to 15, 20, 25, even 30% and beyond.
It was really, really cool to realize that someone my age can make that much money.
I have a goal of graduating college debt-free. So that was one of my biggest things with working with Vector, because I have the ability to do that.
I think the biggest thing is being fulfilled in what you're doing, being happy.
Building a resume, building up a LinkedIn profile. These things matter.
There probably isn't a week that goes by that I don't receive an email or perhaps a letter from a parent or a relative of one of our sales representatives describing how wonderful the experience has been for them. That they have never seen their child more happy, more satisfied at any work that they've done in their lives. And I will tell you, as president, I never get tired of receiving emails like that.
I had no sales experience before Vector, unless you count Girl Scout cookies.
It's an amazing transformation watching a rep go through training. They start off timid, sometimes apprehensive, but they leave confident and excited.
We've been training students to sell Cutco for over 30 years, and we've gotten pretty good at it.
I was just really impressed with the managers, and I was impressed with the product and the programs that they had, and they seemed like they were really there to help people out.
Like throughout training, every second of it, I just wanted to get out and sell. I just wanted to get out and learn the demo, learn the approach.
Our very short training seminar is unpaid. The good news is that we don't charge anybody for it either.
Role playing helped me a lot to become more confident in my presentation.
Reading back and forth over and over.
Role playing is effective for multiple reasons. One, it just gets out those new person jitters. The other part is it allows people to get comfortable with the material. But most of all, it just naturally builds confidence.
Practice makes permanent.
The script is literally bulletproof. Whatever they tell you to say, if you say it, you sell.
Immediately after the training seminar, they'll begin presentations. They'll make some sales on those, but even if they don't, they get paid just to introduce Cutco to people.
If I was nervous or didn't know what to say, I just looked down and read, and they still bought from me, which was pretty cool.
Face-to-face presentations, virtual presentations, people that already own Cutco, they get paid starting with their very first presentation.
Oh, seeing Cutco owners is the best because they have stories about their product, how much they love it, how much they've used it, and they also, they give great referrals. According to a study by Hart Research, 96% of employers say that students should have experiences outside the classroom that teach them how to deal and communicate with people that are unlike themselves.
In the real world, you're really a number. With Vector, you felt cared for, you felt like a family member.
I really believe in the training that Vector and Cutco has taught for sure. And I've used a lot of this stuff just overall, and I've implemented it into the current positions that I have right now.
We feel great about what they learn in the training seminar. Building rapport with customers, better communication skills, time management, an opportunity to practice in an environment that is safe, a chance to meet new people, build a relationship with the district manager, a seasoned professional, and of course they get all their supplies for free.
I used to say in college, when are we ever going to use this stuff? But I knew from the first 10 minutes walking into training with Cutco that I was going to use this stuff forever.
Now that you've seen the video, you probably have a pretty good understanding, but I do want to review a few things. In regards to the people, our customers are typically homeowners aged 30 to 60, and they're usually married people. The way our work programs are, every representative starts out at the entry-level customer program. Middle-aged moms and dads are our customers, Donna's, Karen's, Leslie's. That's how every representative starts out. Representatives can advance into different programs though. Our representatives can do service calls where they sharpen up customers' knives. We have management programs like a branch manager program, assistant manager, district manager. Our representatives can work Cutco events. So we do a lot of fair and vendor shows. Here you'll see me working at the Twin Cities Expo in North Tonawanda. You'll see us at the Erie County Fair, the Buffalo Home and Garden Show, so many different shows. We also have a realtor and closing gift program. Businesses and realtors buy Cutco in bulk. What they do is they use that to brand their business. It's a great advertisement for their business, and our high-level representatives are able to do that. Here you see a picture of our Empire Division Management team. We do have summer as well as career managerial opportunities. As you can tell, we come from all different backgrounds and walks of life. And you notice a lot of people in the picture are younger because the majority of us actually heard about the position in college. We also have a Cutco sales professional position. They sell Cutco full-time year-round with a flexible schedule. For example, Leslie on our team, she was in the dental field for over 30 years before she became a CSP here. Marissa on our team went to college with me at Buff State and is now in our company Hall of Fame, having sold over $1 million in Cutco sales. What we're mainly known for is our kitchen cutlery products. So we also have gadgets and accessories like ice cream scoops, pizza cutters, vegetable peelers, gardening tools, different outdoor items, and sporting knives. We make the military K-bar knives as well, fishing knives. We have flatware. Now, if you're wondering what are some of the numbers and the averages, our reps on average sell 2 out of every 3 demonstrations, usually 60 to 70%. An experienced representative, they're normally selling 80% of the time. And in our company, we have a $300+ average order size. I believe the national average right now is right around $330. Now, orders range from the small end, as little as $30, $40 to upwards of over $4,000 customers can purchase worth of Cutco. A strong majority of our orders, 75%, are usually between $40 and $500. So it's very affordable for the customer. Customers can break it down into smaller monthly investment options. Most of our customers take advantage of our 5-month plan. And obviously they love the forever guarantee that all of our products come backed up with. The three main factors for success here in Vector are that we work with great people, we have very simple programs to follow, and we have the best products in the world. Now, some key factors for our rep program success is that we only work with preferred and referred customers. We average 5 to 10 referrals per demonstration. If a sales rep is getting referred to 5 to 10 people per demonstration, what does that say about the quality of the product and the quality of the person? You guessed it, must be pretty high. So reps love it because they get to make their own schedule. Appointments are only 45 to 60 minutes on average, so they go by pretty fast. And our reps love it because they get paid regardless of whether or not they make the sale. Essentially, what our reps are getting paid to do is build relationships with customers, have fun, talk about the product line, answer the customer questions, and then they just help the customer place an order. They enter online into our website. So there's two types of appointments that we do. We can do online virtual demonstrations, which are just through the computer, and we can do in-home demonstrations with married couples and housewives. It's always a safe, comfortable environment. Our representatives love that. In regards to the way the schedules work, our reps get to make their own schedule each week, and they get to schedule their own appointments. So what that means is that if, let's say they don't want to work on a Friday night or they want to take the weekend off, whatever it happens to be, they're fully able to do that. Once our representatives are trained, they typically only need to be at the office 1 to 2 times per week, and obviously that would be based on the individual representative. As a review, reps are paid regardless of whether or not they make a sale. There's 2 types of pay. There's the base pay, but we also have a commission pay as well. Our reps get paid the higher of the two, not both, and there's no selling quotas. Let's take, for example, a $17.25 base pay. If a representative did 5 appointments for the week, their guaranteed base pay would be $86.25. Let's say they did 10 appointments for the week. They'd be guaranteed to make $172.50. So we just take the amount of appointments that they do, multiply by $17.25, and that right there is how much their guaranteed base pay would be. Over the course of a month, for example, let's say a rep's just working part-time, doing 2 to 3 appointments a day, 3 to 5 days a week. So that month, they make $690 just doing 10 appointments per week at a guaranteed minimum. Over the course of a semester, that person doing 10 appointments a week is guaranteed to make $2,760 just for doing those presentations. Our reps really feel comfortable with the position because they're guaranteed their base pay. But we also give people an incentive as well, which is a commission. This is based off their career sales. It never resets and it builds up over time. And just as a review, career sales of $0 to $1,000, our reps make 10% commission. From $1,000 to $3,000, they make 15%. $3,000 to $6,000, they make 20%. From $6,000 to $10,000, they make 25%. And then from $10,000 plus, they make 30%. We also have a bonus system where a representative, they can make up to 50% commission. Just on one average sale, someone at 30%, for example, making $90 on average in one appointment. So our representatives definitely like that. Now, our training process is incredibly simple and easy. It starts with the initial training. Just as a review, it's either in the office or there could be a combined online training part, depending on someone's schedule, but it's typically 2 consecutive sessions. At the end of training, we loan out $450 worth of Cutco and a sample kit. This is loaned out for free. So what that means that there are no fees, there's no startup costs. Once our representatives complete those 2 sessions, then they move into the paid practice period. This is where our representatives get to practice on moms, married couples, friends, parents, family members, whoever it happens to be. We typically coach them to start practicing on people that are 30 and above, typically working on a full-time basis, or housewives are done on a one-on-one setting. So again, our representatives can do the in-home demonstrations, or they can do the online virtual presentations. So our representatives will average 5 to 10 referrals per demonstration, and they will follow up with those referrals to schedule demonstrations with those people. And then those people will also refer 5 to 10 more people. So again, you can see the process. It's constantly referred and preferred customers for our representatives. Why do we allow our representatives to get paid to practice on people that they know and people that they're comfortable with? It's because it makes everything more comfortable, not just for them, but also makes it more comfortable for the customer as well. There's always that trust there. Then finally, our representatives, we're continuously developing them and coaching them to help them get better at the job and get the experience that they want here. So communication is key. Communication with a representatives manager is very important. We do have advanced training sessions to help our representatives really grow and develop throughout the job. Typically, we have a team meeting once a week that our representatives get invited to. And there are also conferences our representatives can get invited to and attend as well, along with the advanced selling programs that we spoke of earlier. We sold $261 million worth of Cutco through word-of-mouth advertising and repeat business. So obviously, that says a lot about the quality of our products. To add on to our 16 million customers, and of course, our customers love the 100% forever guarantee, and our representatives take a lot of pride in representing a great product as well. About some of our goals for 2018 for our North Buffalo Pride team. Our goal is to have a $750,000 district sales year. Our goal is that 30 of our representatives win what's called the President's Club. It's where they get a signed letter of recommendation from the president of Vector East, Al DiLeonardo. Our goal is to promote 7 new assistant managers this year. Now, there are 100 corporate scholarships per year. Our goal is to take 3 of those. And of course, our goal is to be the #1 district in Empire, which we have been 3 out of the last 4 years. So let's just review the perks real quick. First and foremost, our representatives, they absolutely love the flexibility. They have a fantastic environment here, a great pay program with the base pay and the commission. Our representatives love that they get to stand behind a great product. We have many advancement opportunities, career opportunities, Cutco through college opportunities. District managers have a company financed BMW program. We get up to 4 vacations per year. I've been to places like Ireland, Budapest, Rome, Costa Rica, Mexico multiple times, the country of Panama, so many different places. And the most important thing though, that representatives enjoy is the experience here. Our representatives are vector trained. Doing Cutco through college is without a doubt one of the things that our representatives love the most. And they really separate themselves from the pack. They become a 5-star recruit. Now in high school, 5-star recruits are typically the best athletes. They're the best academics. They're the best musicians. Now, after college, 5-star recruits are the people that are most employable, have the best experience, and have the highest potential to succeed in the workplace. And we take a lot of pride in helping our representatives become 5-star recruits.
You would think that a college athlete who has a dad that's an NBA coach would be living on easy street, right? Athletic genes to help him on the field and no need of a job off of it because of that family bank account. But one guy at Case Western may surprise you. Tony Zarella has more on Cameron Brown.
Cameron Brown is just like any other student athlete. He works hard on the football field. He's one of Case Western Reserve's top defensive players. But there is one thing that sets him apart from other student athletes. The other ones don't have an NBA coach for a dad. Cameron Brown is the son of former Cavs coach and current Warriors assistant Mike Brown. You'd think that means he'd be great at basketball, right? Well,
I stopped growing. It was like, for how athletic I am, I'm not a 6'1" NBA point guard. You know, I'm much more better suited for football.
Coming from such a well-known family and being a good athlete, you'd think popularity would be a no-brainer too. Well,
at first everyone would be like standoffish with me because they think I'm like stuck up. Like I remember in high school when I first transferred out to moved out to California to go to high school, everyone kind of avoided me because they thought I was gonna be stuck up, thought I was entitled for everything. But you know, I try to stay as down to earth as possible because I don't want to be, you know, that type of kid.
That type of kid he is not. In fact, he's the complete opposite. So much so that in addition to being a star athlete on the field, he's also a star off of it at Cutco. That's right. Brown is also a sales rep at a kitchen cutlery company, and a pretty good one.
Cam is one of our top people here. He's been here about 2 months, #2 rep so far for the new year. Just always willing to help out. Always has a great attitude, always works hard.
And that comes as a big surprise to Dad, given son's personality.
He's a little bit of an introvert, and so when he called me telling me that he took a job as a salesperson with Cutco, the first thing was, what's Cutco? And then after he explained that to me, I was so proud because he's an introvert and he's got to get out as a salesperson and interact with all different types of people. And he knows that that needs to become a strong point of his going forward.
I love being under the radar. This is another thing that's kind of out of my comfort zone, but it is important for me to do this type of stuff.
Now, being the son of an NBA coach may make you wonder, why does he even have to work? I mean, his dad banked over $15 million on his way out the door with both the Lakers and Cavaliers, so I'm guessing money probably isn't an issue.
It's important for me to have a good work ethic because, I mean, if I don't want to do this, I don't need to do it. You know, I could just go to school and my dad won't say anything to me, but I don't want to just have everything handed to me. I want to, like, go work for it. And this is just a good stepping stone, just to make sure I'm having good work habits. It's definitely really cool, just because it was like something small, but I went to Best Buy and I was able to get some nice Turtle Beach headphones, which I got with my own money. So it's like, yeah, I could have used the credit card my dad has for me, but it felt good being like, yeah, I could go out and get this. And I also got my friend a gift, which, you know, fairly expensive as well. It was the same thing with my own money, and it just felt good to be able to do it on my own without being like, hey, Dad, I'm going to get this, or Dad, can I get this? I didn't have to ask anybody, I just did it myself.
And that alone would make most parents very proud. Mike is no different, but he's also pleased for other reasons.
I was tickled to death. He asked me if I could open up my phone contact book. I call it a Rolodex. When I said Rolodex, he kind of looked at me like, what? But my phone contacts, and so now he's off to the races. He's doing a fantastic job with Cutco. I've gotten great feedback from my friends that he's talked to, and he's still going strong in the classroom and on the football field.
And Cam is happy that Dad is happy.
He was supportive of it, obviously, but it's just been a real good experience.
Says a lot about him that he's willing to go to work to earn some money instead of relying on his dad, but it also says something that the field he chooses outside of his comfort zone. You heard his dad saying there he's an introvert, not really one to go out, but he's putting himself out there, and obviously he's succeeding.
You got to put yourself in uncomfortable situations.
And he did, and he's doing great, and seems like a great kid, great guy.
Good
in
stuff.
College, I guess we can't call him a kid anymore, right?
He's a guy.
He's a guy.
Let's watch a quick video on what others think about the position.
Something I did not expect to get out of this position was definitely the advancement in the company so rapidly.
I did not expect, honestly, to stay here as long as I have.
The things I enjoy most are definitely the flexibility in the relationships and the people that I work with.
The kind of money side of it, I'm going to be able to pay for med school by the time I get there.
What I would tell somebody that was considering a position at Cutco would be just to do it.
It's the best opportunity in the world.
It was the best decision that I had ever made, hands down.
It's a job of a lifetime. You're not going to find anything else like it.
You should give it a shot, try it out, see how it works. The worst that happens is you make some money, build your resume, and move on to do something else later.
I'm sure there's other good jobs out there, but I don't know another one where you get to travel the world, hang out with your best friends, make ridiculous money.
I can tell you till I'm blue in the face that it's great, but you will never experience what I have experienced until you do it.